Hey, good evening, my dear friends, and welcome to the Independence. We are out here live with you all. I wanted to show you that ocean and talk to you a little bit about the extraordinary amount of fish that we saw today. It really was extraordinary, and it bodes well for our nighttime bite here this evening. We are thinking it's going to get crazy. We're out here with two other boats. In fact, let me give you a look back here. We are out here with the American Angler and the Polaris Supreme, and we have managed to kind of box this little area here that really looked good earlier on today. In fact, we had such an incredible show on the bluefin tuna all day long today. It was mind-boggling. 60, 100, 140 pounders came flying out of the water right next to the Independence, and this was something that occurred over and over and over again. It was not just a one-time deal. Brian Pfeiffer, the captain on here, was really standing there in amazement along with yours truly to see these fish so close and just launching, you know, like 10 feet out of the water chasing bait. It was remarkable, and it makes us think that we're looking down the barrel of a really good night here this evening. So again, we'll keep you up to date on everything that we are doing. Really, really, really effective has been the 16-ounce Eddie Bomb. The 16-ounce Eddie Bomb last night, there were guys out here who had a lot of fish fishing that. And most everybody is up tonight. Last night there was a lot of non-participation because it was a long day. You know, we had to be down to the landing early. A lot of guys didn't fish. Guys that fished put the wood to them. We get a night like that tonight. It's going to be incredible. And one thing that Captain Brian Pfeiffer was saying is that he has seen here recently way more bigger fish here recently. Jason Lawler, who of course is the great galley cook on board the Amigo. Good to see you, my friend Mike. Ray, Mike, good to see you. Also, Halibut Man, that is Mitchell. Mitchell, we are having a great trip so far. We are loving it. Chuck is checking in, fighting the ledge, fishing the legend this weekend. Sorry, guys, a little hard to see up here. Best of luck to you, Chuck. Things are looking good. I see there's a little weather out there for Saturday in the forecast, but it's still way too early to tell. Hopefully, that's not going to manifest itself, and you're going to be good. How's the wind? It's beautiful. I mean, we had a little bit of bumpy weather last night, but let me show it to you again. If you can see that, it's pretty calm out here this evening. Really a beautiful evening. No doubt about how nice it truly is. We have very little wind and very calm seas here this evening, so that is looking good. It's supposed to pretty much stay this way until Saturday. That's a long ways out there. As I say, that forecast could be off. We're certainly hoping that is going to be the case. Tony Gonzalez, where are you guys fishing? Oh man, they'd kill me if I told you exactly where. The cat's kind of out of the bag, but exactly where, Tony, I would be thrown overboard tonight for shark bait. So I'm going to keep that between us. Danny Kadota is checking in with us. Danny, it's great to see you here. I'm going to miss doing your show this week, but I'll be back next week. And your boat, the American Angler, they had an exceptional night last night. They really, really had a great night, and they're out here with us, Danny. So hopefully everybody's going to do well. Charles Link, hey Charles, thank you so much. Good luck tonight, and limit out so you guys can go in search of the mythical albacore. Absolutely like the way you think, my friend. That is so true. I don't know what we're going to do if we do limit out tonight, but I think we have a very good chance of it. Once we run this fish down, something tells me it is going to nibble really good. Anthony Mad Dog is with us. Anthony, great to see you. Daryl Folger. Hey, Daryl, hope you're doing good, my friend. We're really having some fun fishing out here. The Rooster Crow crew is with us. Hal Crooksey, Hal, good to see you. Best of luck to you and the gang. Really appreciate that. And Doug Tilk, one more time again, man. You know, I wasn't sure that Doug was going to join us on our Ventura trip. I mentioned that Paulina's going to be there. Whoa, Doug's going to be there now. What about me, Doug? Come on, don't I count? Hey, Doug says, Phil, get yourself out of those bluefin albacore necks. Phil, get yourself one. Oh, I'll try. I'm busy though, Doug. You know, I'm busy filming away. Cool, Granddaddy Abe. Good to see you, man. We'll make it happen for sure. I'm really looking forward to tonight. Should I show you some of the crew members here? They probably don't even want to be on. You know, they're shy. Like Aaron, he's a really cool guy. A little shy sometimes. Say hi, Aaron. And this gentleman right here. And Kaz. Show yourself, Kaz. All right, there they are, our great crew out here getting ready. These poor guys, man, they work their butts off out here doing such a great job. So once again, what Brian emphasized with everybody here for tonight's fishing is that they fish nothing less than 100-pound, just because of the big fish that we saw today. We saw an incredible amount of really big fish, so that is looking good. Vince says, good evening, Phil. Big schools of chovies mean albacore, right, Vince? That's for sure. And for dinner tonight, Doug, so last night we had prime rib, and for tonight we had half a chicken. Everybody had a half a chicken, and that's what I got. So there was a whole bunch of other goodies that went with it, a beautiful salad and looked like some rice and everything. But being the carnivore dedicated guy I am, I just had the chicken for tonight, and then it looked like cherry ice cream, I think, went along with that. It was really, really just another great meal. And that's after, Doug, you know, a huge breakfast, and then literally they're clearing the breakfast off and the snack comes out, which was mushroom soup today. And then lunch is served. What do we have for lunch today? Can't even remember. What did we have for lunch? Hey, what do we have for lunch today, Aaron?
Curtis.
Yeah, you know, what was it? Oh yeah, lasagna. Yeah, that's why I didn't have that. I got a piece of prime rib, being on the carnivore diet, and there were snacks. They put out taquitos right after that, and then we just had a really delicious meal here tonight. Also, Doug, really, really good. Costco, maybe. Sheba Cat, great to hear you guys are having a great trip. Thank you so much. We truly are. It's been remarkable. I mean, we are already doing well with limits of bluefin tuna for us last night. We had limits and Captain Brian Piper. He's been on the wheel for most of the day today. He took a nap this morning. I think he took a nap from 5:30 to 8:30 in the morning, and that's it. And who knows if he does what he did last night. We're turning a tight circle here, by the way, really tight circle. Our bow's pointed over there toward one of the other long-range boats. It's either the Supreme or the Angler, I can't tell, but he is spinning a circle here. So maybe we'll get into a bite while I'm on with you live here this evening. He took just a brief nap and then was fishing bluefin till 5 this morning and catching bluefin here. Robert Slagers, Phil, check your stateroom. I think I saw Scott Buchert down there. You know, I think that was that poster, that headshot I have of him, Robert, but it wouldn't surprise me if he is indeed on board here. That would not surprise me one bit at all. So we didn't, let's see, we had one bluefin tuna hook today for over an hour and popped it off right there at Color. You might have seen that video. I don't know that uploaded to YouTube yet, but it's over there on Facebook and Instagram. And man, the guy that fought the fish, I think is in his 80s, Ernie, and he did a great job. He really pulled hard on that fish, but ultimately it came unbuttoned there at the very last minute. But he did a really, really great job on that fish. And I'm trying to remember, that might be the only fish we had today. Ernie hooked another fish, I believe, and popped it off when we had an incredible show going on here. Those fish launching out of the water all over the place. But I think that was the last one. So in terms of hooking fish during the daytime, pretty much non-existent. Just doesn't happen. It is all show and no go. I mean, they are really teasing everybody with that incredible show, but trying to get a bite in the daytime just doesn't happen. If, however, that same fish that we saw today, the grade of the fish, so big, voluminous amounts of fish, if that fish shows up here this evening, we've been hunting around for about a half hour so far and haven't stopped, haven't seen anything quite yet. We're gonna have to get on it. If we get on it, it's gonna be insane here tonight. And everybody's well rested now. You know, Brian kept saying one of the most important things I can emphasize to you is that you get a nap in today, so you're ready for tonight, because it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that and having really heavy tackle makes all the difference in the world. Tyler Tanaka, is this live? Yes. Wow, good luck, Friedman Adventures family. This is live. Tyler? I think Tyler says hi. Tyler, hi. I'm able to say hi to you because we're live here from the Independence. All right, guys are down on deck. The crew guys that I showed you a moment ago, let me show you here real quick, are down there ready for action. And hopefully we have a lot of action in our future here this evening. I'm really looking forward to some fun action this evening, and hopefully that's going to pop up here, Tyler, and everybody who's watching us this evening. Let's see, Susan Sosa, one of my best friends out there because she's such a giving and wonderful person. Hey, Phil, good luck, and be careful with those bloody decks. Man, Susan, you're reading my mind. I'm hoping that's going to happen. It's really good to see you again. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking care of Paulina also by supporting her, by buying the socks that she's selling. That is definitely very, very much appreciated. Tyler says, can you repeat where you are at, Phil? Yeah, I'm happy to do that, Tyler. No question about it. Brian said he would cut me up and make shark bait out of me if I told exactly where we are. But we're out kind of in the same area where it's been out west. Let's put it this way. If I were to take a wild guess, okay, I would say that this bluefin tuna, the way it's moving, is going to be on Tanner Cortez Bank in the next week, 10 days. It's a little earlier than it normally shows up out there, but that's the trajectory I see it on, that we see it on, and I bet it's out there. I bet, you know, it could be a little bit of it out there already, but it's moving in that direction. This fish moved 15 miles from the time we were on it yesterday. So it has moved 15 miles already. So that kind of gives you a hint as to where we are, and hopefully we're gonna be able to locate it here tonight. I'd love to do it while we're live with you. Maybe I'll pop this on live once we get into a bite later on this evening. D-Ham, hook 'em. We'll do that for you, man. Thank you so much for checking in. That's great. Just curious if west or south, not asking GPS. Yeah, we're out west. Definitely out west. Like I say, I think, Tyler, this fish could definitely be on the Cortez or Tanner in a week or so. That's what I'm guessing. Just looking at a long range boat back here behind me. Not sure who that is. You can see the lights back there. But we're all working together here. Once again, there's three of us here, Polaris, Supreme American Angler, and the Independence. Big ocean for three boats, but we've been seeing this fish all day long. Lots of it and big fish. At one point, however, we did kind of have a lull where we weren't seeing it that much, but it lasted about an hour and then back up again. It was popping up. We stopped all day long, believe me. It wasn't for lack of trying that we didn't catch anything. The rest of the boys are pretty much the angler also. But once again, there's a lot of fish and a lot of big ones out here. What's for dinner? We had chicken tonight, Andrew. Tim P, how's the food? Freaking incredible, Tim. Not only lots of it, but really well done. And right down to the presentation. It's beautifully done here on the Independence. Prime rib the first night, so much that, you know, I was full. And these guys know I'm on the carnivore diet, so for breakfast, was it, or lunch? No, yeah, lunch today they had lasagna. I don't do that. And so they had a piece of blackened prime rib for me with a special horseradish, blue cheese dressing that was really freaking good. Aaron Robles, is it? Or Aaron Robbins, I think. How many albacore did you catch? We got 46 on here, Aaron. They're flopping all over the deck. Jordan, done fishing for the day or about to get started? Pretty much. You know what, Jordan? While we fished today, I mean, we all knew what the game plan was. That, yeah, we're going to be running on schools of fish, although we didn't anticipate seeing what we saw today, Jordan. We saw a lot of big fish around here. We figured we'd be doing that, but we also figured that the time to catch would be at night. That's not really out of the ordinary for early season bluefin tuna fishing out of San Diego. It's pretty common to have that kind of a thing going on. So that doesn't surprise us that much. And that's where we are right now, getting ready to find a nugget of fish here this evening. Gorgeous seas, beautiful indication that we're going to get bit. And, you know, hopefully we'll find it and it'll float at some point in time. We need to find it. We've been driving around now maybe for 40 minutes. Also, to reiterate to you, there's a lot of jigs that work on the bluefin tuna. I'm just telling you what I saw on this boat. And Jeff, who is a private boater, shared with us. He had great success with it. And trying to remember if Max on the Pacific Voyager told me it was working also. But that 16-ounce Eddy bomb really has been super effective on these fish. Brian Piper said there was like 5 or 6 guys on here who had multiple fish last night, all on that Eddy bomb. So that was really working well. Richard, hey Richard, good evening to you, my friend. He's looking forward to his 7-day trip on the Independence, August 3rd through the 10th. Tight lines tonight, family. Hey, thank you so much, Richard. Man, that is such a great time of the year for that trip. That should really be awesome. Aaron says, don't give any secrets. Scotty does that enough already. Yeah, he does, man. Scott Bucher, are you out there? Probably not. When Scott owes money, he disappears. That's for sure. Jordan is back again and going to lie to you. I'm quite jealous. I would rather be where you're at instead of in this dang semi truck. Oh man, Jordan, I know the feeling, but man, you're doing the hard work that we honor you for. Your work ethic is great, and you'll be out here before you know it. So don't worry about that. In the meantime, Friedman Adventures will give you the vicarious thrill, give you your little fix in the meantime. Hopefully we'll have some really good fishing later tonight. Did they charge for a fuel surcharge? They did not, Tim, and I've never seen that happen on this rig. So maybe it does, but on the trips I've been doing for the past several years, I've not seen that happen. So no fuel surcharge. Get a big one, Steve Bermudez. I will do it, Steve. Come down and pick it up on Saturday morning. Just kidding. I already got my fish taken care of. And you're wondering, how does he catch fish? There's some very generous, really good fishermen on here. When they hit their limit, they take care of the old man. Did you reserve your fish processing? Yeah, I did with Sportsman Seafood. Sportsman Seafood for this trip is doing $1.65 a pound for anybody from Friedman Adventures who wants to go over there and take advantage of that. Dennis Lynn. Hey, Dennis, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for streaming. Do you know how far out of San Diego the bluefin are right now? Yeah, I can tell you that, Dennis. I'm on the Independence right now. We're on the grounds. So probably 70 miles right now. Started at 55. This fish has moved 15 miles since we were on it. It's really moving fast. Kind of looks like it's headed toward Tanner and Cortez right now. So probably 70 miles, 69, 70 miles, something like that. That's give you a good idea for sure. Dodgers 10, Cubs 10 in the 10th inning. Thanks for the update, Steve. How much money you got on the game? Your video is 10. Your audio is 10. Man, I'm happy to hear that because now with our satellite hookup, we're going to be able to come to you from the middle of a Baja desert with a campfire roasting barred perch that we caught in San Quintin. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really happy that's working out. Took us a little bit to get it rocking and rolling, but here we go. Any bites at all during the daytime? Tyler, we had 2 fish today hooked. We were on one for about an hour, and Aaron's staring at me, man. He's just looking at me like, if you bring that camera over here, I'll shove it down your throat. He just wants some peace and solitude before it gets crazy. Hooked 2 fish today. One we were on for an hour. Looked like it was easily $1.25, $1.50, big fish, 150-pound fish on 50-pound. And that same guy, Ernie, hooked another fish. And I'm pretty sure that was all she wrote today. Yesterday, we had a kelp for like a half a dozen yellows. And we had one daytime bluefin tuna yesterday. So unless I'm running my days together, we had that bluefin this morning. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, we weren't here in the morning. I don't know. We had one. Uh-oh. Let's listen up to the PA, everybody. Something is going on.
Right here. Left hand side.
No kites, no trolling so far. We're on a jag of fish here. We'll see what gives. We're starting to slow down here. Let's see what happens. Takes this boat a while. It slides a long ways because she is a big, heavy rig. Let's see here. Why not? Let's just stay with this. Does that sound okay with everybody out there? We'll stay with it and see if we can get a bite here. Starting to come to a stop. You'll hear Brian probably on the PA. He's gonna probably tell everybody the depth of the fish that he's seeing, etc. Kevin, only one kelp holding fish so far. Yeah, we're really not looking for kelps, Kevin. I mean, we are during the daytime. The major bite right now is going to be at night. That's when it's going to happen. That's what happened to us last night. Had spectacular limit fishing last night. So did the angler. So did Max over there on the Voyager, Pacific Voyager. So we definitely are looking for kelps, but that's not our make or break. You know, 4 to 12 pound yellowtail is not our make or break. We're after some nicer, bigger bluefin tonight. Guys are fishing already. I see Kaz winding on a jig. If anybody was going to get bit, it might be him. He's really, really good. Let's see. Tyler Tanaka, latest report has also been big fish during the day, but reluctant biters. Yeah, that's exactly what we have been talking about tonight, I think. Only one, blah, blah. Carlos Mosquera. Hey, Phil. Happy you guys are getting them. Carlos, man, I hope you're going to be on our Apollo 2.5 day trip. It's got a few spots left, man, and that's going to be a good one. That fish is headed right up there to Tanner Cortez. 2.5 days, and we can knock down some halibut along with that. Kevin, thank you, my friend, for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And Abe is also with us. Up there, over 100 people watching here as we're waiting to see if we can get a bite. Tim P, you are ready. Great for bringing us to the, oh yeah, bringing you out here. Hey, no problem, Tim. It's my pleasure, and the weather is fantastic out here, Donnie. It's beautiful. It was supposed to blow on Friday, but I just looked at that weather, and that's been downgraded now. A little breezy on Friday, but not bad. Saturday, still a little bit iffy, but that's so far out that I wouldn't even worry about it. No biters so far. Let's, I'll give you a look, okay? Let me let you look. See if we can't get a bite here live on the Independence. Come on, boys, somebody hang a fish. Come on, Aaron, make them bite. We're live, for God's sakes. I'm trying. Oh my God. Aaron blamed me today for losing that big fish. He said the minute I said the death circle was starting to happen, the line popped. Oh, that is kind of true, isn't it?
That is very true. Not being there, you know?
Yeah, he's never going to let me forget it. All right. I'll get back here with you all. See what happens. See if there's any more questions before I take a little break and then come back to you a little bit later this evening. How's that grab you? We'll keep you informed all night long. I'll be out here doing this for most of the night, I think. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me move this down. Yeah. I'm sorry. Brett, enter. Hey, Brett, Phil, I have a tip. Pick a good hot bait. We're fishing jigs tonight, so pick a good hot jig, like that 16-ounce Eddie Bomb. That seems to be really, really good, Brett. Tyler, sending all the best and wishing for tight lines. Hello from North Carolina, Tyler. Always good to have you with us, my friend. Thank you so much. Anthony, what time did they buy it last night? Shoot, Anthony, good question. I want to say 9, like 9, and then we just kind of got little dabs here and there and kept going till 4, 5 in the morning all night long. You know, we had a little bit of trouble finding the right school right away, but we managed to get limits, so we did really, really well. And so about 9, and so it's 8 right now, 8:08. So hopefully we're on that same time schedule. How deep have they been? Anywhere from like $180, 180 feet to 350, like that. They've been like that for the most part. Although we did run across some fish during the daytime today that were like 120 feet, like that, and then that incredible show where they're just busting up and jumping out of the water. It was really, really incredible stuff. Dan Lightfoot. Hey, Dan, what's up? What's up, Phil and Friedman Adventures family? You're up, Dan. It's good to see you, my friend. Anthony says, I have a feeling you guys will get out in here soon. Tight lines. Yeah, or we're going to get bit. Listen to Brian here. Hang on, everybody. Maybe you can hear him on the PA. He did say wind him up. I can tell you that. So we are out of here. That school didn't stick with us. And Abe is saying hi to Michael and Michael Limon. Fidel Moreno. Hey, Fidel, how are you? Like 70 miles, I want to say, Fidel. Probably like 70. As I said here a little bit earlier in the report, if you're jumping on right now, we were, or those fish have moved 15 miles since we were on them, since yesterday. So they're moving really fast. And there's only 3 of us out here tonight, the American Angler, the Polaris Supreme, and the Independence. So we kept tabs on that fish all day long. That made us feel really, really good. But now that the sun has set, we're trying to find it again so we can get on it for that night bite. Looks like really low wind. Yeah, absolutely. How strong have the currents been? Not bad at all, Tyler. Like I said, 16-ounce Eddie Bomb has been killer on these trips. Really, really, really great. Prowler fishing. Do you have a setup recommendation for a first-time tuna fisherman? I will just tell you that you definitely want to fish heavy, even if you see the smaller fish. So you definitely want to be fishing 100-pound. And of course, thought I heard something going on back there. Guess not. You definitely want to fish heavy, and then, you know, I'll leave the reel choice up to you. Daiwa makes great. I don't even want to get into, you know, all that, but 2-speed reel, 3-speed reels now are a thing, and, you know, a guy like Sam De La Torre will tell you that he thinks they're worth it. We're starting to move ahead now, so we're pulling out of this real brief stop that we had. It didn't sound too juicy. I know Brian doesn't stop unless he sees fish, so we give it a little bit of a shot, and we'll keep going here. Cool Granddaddy, you're the man. J-Bay down there in the beautiful city of Tijuana, Baja California, I believe. Yeah, enjoy the boat trip. Phil, keep your chill on for a late night. Yeah, man, I got some napping in a little bit here today, so I think I'm good. KJ, what's up, KJ? Best of luck. Safe trip. Who do I contact to talk about potentially advertising with Friedman Adventures? That would be me, KJ. You would contact me, 657-227-6459. A little busy out here until Saturday, but I'll do my best to get back to you. We'll be in Saturday morning, back into Point Loma sport fishing as we are attempting to get another limit of bluefin tuna here today. The vast majority of our fish last night, by the way, were fish that were, I want to say 40, probably like 40, but we had some 50 and 60s, 200-pounders last night. And then we had a few smaller fish, not that much, but we had a few smaller fish to go along with that. Over there on the Pacific Voyager, Max had 400-pound bluefin tuna. So some of that stuff is around. Diego Chavez, Diego, what's going on? All I can tell you right now, Diego, is it's nighttime fishing, and the 16-ounce Eddie Bomb worked really well for us. That is not to say that your favorite jig and some other jig that you're going to use isn't effective. They are. But last night we found that Eddie bomb to be super effective. Billy is not on the boat there, Steve. KJ says thank you. All right, you're welcome, KJ. Tim P. Do they do jackpots on this boat? $20 JP, first, second, and third place, Tim, on board the Independence. So we are moving again. You want to go into the wheelhouse for a second? Should we do that? See if Brian's cool with that. There's that dirty rat behind me here who blames me for everything. This Aaron guy, yeah, all the time. Man, he always picking on me, all the time. Let's go up here. We'll ask first. Kind of dark up here, isn't it? Hey, Cap, you want company on a live broadcast, or are you busy? Okay, we'll just come in for a second. Brian's here. A little difficult to see everybody, but...
Hey, everybody.
What are we doing here tonight, Cap?
We're looking for these bluefin that we saw all day today.
And we saw some big fish.
There were some big ones.
Yeah, that was exciting, man. That was about as good as it freaking gets, wasn't it?
Here's a show they can put on for us.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Brian's too polite to say, get the hell out of here, I'm working. But
Take care.
Thank you, Brian. All right, there we go, folks. Coming out into the lit up upper deck here on board the Independence. Brian's in there working hard, trying to find a pescado or two. All right. How about I'll check back with you a little bit later, my friends. Don't go anywhere. When they bite, I'm going to be either standing up here or down on deck. I don't know what the signal's like down on deck, but if it's good enough, I will definitely go down there and show you the action. If it's not, maybe I'll just record it and upload it. But I love this live thing, man. I think it's so cool to be able to come to you live. All right, more questions here. Got 120 people with us this evening. Gary Bush, how'd you guys do last night? Limits, Gary, on mostly 40-pound fish. Diego, thank you. Love your content. Always watch the MB. Diego, that means the world to me. Thank you, my friend. Really, really appreciate you. Chris Navarro, cool coverage. Grandpa Phil, thank you, Chris. Hope your little brother is doing better. Thoughts and prayers are with you. The wheelhouse view was cool. Hey, thank you, man. I thought you'd like that. Brian's a very serious guy about finding fish, so I didn't want to get in his hair too much, but good. I'm glad you like that. Grab your rod and jig, Phil. Tim, I would do that, but my job description doesn't allow for that, man. I'm here to make sure I create memories for people. It's like telling the captain up there, hey, quit driving the boat and get down and catch a fish. And yeah, so I appreciate that, but I wouldn't be able to bring you all this great coverage if I were fishing all the time. Chris Navarro, Jason, if you're watching, please contact me for the rod that you won. Jason Sewell, there you are. How does he contact you? That is the question. Tyler Tanaka, getting on the Indy is a bucket list for me now. Awesome boat and captain, absolutely so much fun on this boat, and they do such a great job. Fish, yeah, you're not kidding, man. Zombie fishing, that is the term. If that's not a thing already, that's the exact way to do this, man. TJ Smooth, go get him, Phil. I'm with you, man. Thank you so much. We'll do our very, very best. Salty Rod, put the wood to them tonight on the big ones, man. That's what we would like to see. Any barred perch? We had 3 last night. James, keep up the good reporting, James. Thank you so much. James Marcial, another great person. Excuse me. Oscar says, saludos, amigo desde Bahia Tortuga, Baja California Sur. Blessings, buddy. Oscar, gracias, mil gracias por estar con nosotros. Este es algo super importante a mi. Bendiciones, hermano. David Betroy, by the way, our Spanish language show debuted yesterday, our Spanish language channel on YouTube called Aventuras del Gringo with over 5,000 views. We don't have a Facebook page or an Instagram account yet. 5,000 views. Thank you all for the support. We really do love that. Thank you, Oscar. Saludos and bendiciones down there in Bahia Tortuga. David Betroy loves this live show. David, thank you so much, man. It's such a pleasure to be with you here on the Independence, working out here with the Polaris Supreme and the American Angler, and trying to locate that fish as we speak. Hopefully we're going to come on it here pretty darn quick. Were the Eddie bombs plain or painted? Don't think it made a difference. The one that I saw, there was a gentleman on here, Tom, and he said, I don't have an Eddie bomb. You know, he walked up to the captain and goes, I don't have an Eddie bomb. Looked like he was going to break into tears. And Brian said, oh yeah, no problem, I'll go make you one. So he went and made one. What I saw was no paint at all. Just a torpedo sinker. So glad you guys are getting them. Albert Ponce. Albert, I hope you're doing well in the Bay of LA. What's up, Mr. Oh, a couple guys are talking here. How's the bite this evening? Haven't gotten it going yet. We're still looking, just started looking, probably just a little less than an hour. We've been zooming around trying to find some fish. We're gonna try to do that. Dan Lightfoot, I'm not mad, I'm not jealous, I'm not out there with you. Man, you were supposed to come on this trip. Dan, what's wrong with you? Let's get some wings after Tackle Shop Confessions Monday night. That sounds like a winner. We'll have a huge raffle on Monday night, by the way, with Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. We need updates from the galley, Phil. Oh man, I've been giving those updates, man. That prime rib is to die for here on this rig. Really, really good. Is Paulina Butchert on the rig? By the way, Paulina is going to be on our, May 30th trip on the Island Spirit, everybody. Paulina, of course, is my lovely co-host from Mexico, and she is going to be on the Island Spirit. Her mom, Berenice, is going to be there also, and there's still a few spots left on that trip. Once again, if you send me a text, I'll get you booked up on that. 657-227-6459. Leaving at an extra early departure time on May the 30th. We're going to be leaving up to out of Ventura Sport Fishing at 5:30 a.m. and we'll target whatever's hot. Sea bass, halibut, rockfish, whatever is hot. And Paulina put up a post today. You know, I invited her to come on the trip, and she claims because she thinks I can't live without her. I think she's crazy or something's going on with her, but we'll settle that down, and no more making fun of my middle name, Paulina, whatever you do. Albert was my father's name, Don Alberto. So good stuff. All right, Diego says, how can we participate on the raffle? So Diego, if you send me a text, then I'll take care of you on that. I'll send you the information. Just text 657-227-6459 and I'll send you the information. But the raffles are incredible. I mean, literally over $2,000 worth of rods, reels, all kinds of stuff went out on the last one. James Marcial, have you caught a fish yet today? If not, get to it. Man, I've been trying really hard, James, but they just don't want to bite on the camera. They don't, I don't know, man, you know? I'm videotaping them and they just don't want to bite it for some reason. So it's really, really difficult to get a bite while you're holding a camera. All right, we're still motoring around. I can see I don't know which boat is which. Oh shoot, let me see if I can show you guys. See the lights out there. That's either the American Angler or the Polaris Supreme or vice versa there. Man, look at this guy. Talk about hardcore. We've got a bunch of guys down here just waiting for a bite for sure. We're live, everybody. There you are, Tom. I was just talking about you. Blah, 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 blah. I get nothing but respect from the Independence crew, as you can see. All right, my friends, let's see if there's any more questions, and then I can get a charge on here. There's Romo right there, one of the best crew members you'll ever meet. Romo, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. He is the man, the myth, the legend. All right, what else we got here? Did I miss something? Okay, and James, have I caught a fish? We just got Diego. Gracias, maestro. Con mucho gusto, Diego. Placer. They're camera shy. Yeah, exactly. They're camera shy. They won't bite the camera. Hey, listen, it's been great. I'm going to make sure that I've got enough battery to get you all caught up. Who knows? Might be back in an hour. I might be back in 10 minutes. I'll be back. Once we get bit, let's just take away any mystery. When we get bit, I'll come to you live. I think that would be fun. And I'll get down on deck and just let you see the action, let you see how it's going, and it should be a lot of fun. Wish I had a good cigar, and yeah, I'd have a cigar back there in the stern, absolutely. Now I know who that is. That's Travante TJ. Shoot, DJ TJ. Dude, I didn't even realize it was you. Man, are you on any of our trips this year? I don't think so. You better hurry. We can't have a season without fishing with you, TJ. That's for sure. Chris Navarro, hit the like button. Yeah, please do. If you would hit that like button, we would deeply, deeply appreciate that. Where's Daryl, a.k.a. DJ? Tell him his buds are watching. Hey, guys, Daryl is downstairs, and Daryl was one of the guys fishing that Eddie bomb last night, and he had a spectacular night. He put the wood to him big time. I will go down there and tell him that right now. Hopefully you'll be able to see him catch a fish here live in just a little bit. I'll be there soon enough, hopefully, the 8-day later this year. Man, that would be great, TJ. Would love to have you on that. But hey, Daryl did great, and I will give him your very, very best, along with my very best. I love the guy. He's really, really good, and appreciate you guys checking in. Really, really do. Buck Angel, is that you? All right, boys, I'm out of here. Have a great night. As always, I can't thank you enough. Hey, share these videos with friends. Let them all know. Tonight, tell them we're going to be live from the Independence later on this evening. That'll be great stuff. Can't thank you enough for the like, sharing the videos. Remember to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's also Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We're on all those venues also. We're still looking. I'm going to let you take a look at that ocean one more time, and then we'll be back with more in a little bit. There it is. Beautiful ocean tonight. No wind at all. Hoping for a big hit on the bluefin tuna. All right, take care, my friends. Have a great one. Hook up is right, Concho Pete. We're hoping for a good one. Take care, my friends. I'll see